This channel is documenting the journey to make $1 million on YouTube. And speaking of making money on YouTube, let's talk about not making money on YouTube. This is a big thing. If you look at a lot of videos right now, it's kind of funny that my homepage is like flooded with all these videos. Tons of creators are now getting demonetized. And this is gonna be a bit of like a raw fireside chat style video. I'm not gonna have crazy edits or things popping in and out, more of like just talking off the cusp. This is pretty big. And the main reason why, in case you're worried, in case you're curious, and I might even say scared, being like, oh shoot, like wait, they're demonetizing a ton of channels now. Could it be me? Potentially. But there's one big thing, very, very 2026 of me to say, and that is AI. What YouTube is doing now is they're really cracking down on channels where it's heavily AI generated. And I gotta be honest, I have two different things regarding this that I feel mixed about. One is, I kind of agree. Like, I'm gonna be honest, if you go to a channel that's only AI slop, as sometimes it's now being called, where everything's AI generated, the creator or the person did pretty much barely any work, I kind of get it. YouTube wants original, authentic content, like this video, and you could argue technically is AI original and authentic, maybe yes, but they basically want humans. They want like this kind of video, as you're watching this now, right? They want like Mr. Beast style videos. They want the typical YouTube videos that we all know and love, right? But the problem, I think, and I think this is where it becomes a very slippery slope, and anybody who's been a creator on YouTube knows this game. The road to hell is paved with good intentions, right? Where what happens, and this is now happening to a lot of creators, where maybe they make AI content. So they don't create AI generated content per se, but they do videos about AI. Like say they review ChatGPT. Like say they do videos about X, Y, and Z. For me, in case you didn't know, I have multiple YouTube channels. One of them is called Zigzag Production Studio. And on that channel, I actually do a lot of videos about AI music. I'm a musician, in case you didn't know. AI music right now is a very controversial topic. You know, I actually just did some research into it where now they're cracking down on it with Spotify because there's now so much AI generated music being pushed on Spotify. They're now trying to crack down on it with DistroKid, which is a big distributor. And on that channel, I'd say probably because it's such a big topic now, every 7 out of 10 videos, it's about AI. Now, granted, it is me, a human, talking. It's a typical video and everything. But because of the way YouTube does stuff, and this is one of those really annoying things, YouTube's intention is to say, hey, we want to crack down on AI-generated content, AI slop, so that way people watch genuine good videos. That's why we're going to demonetize all these channels. But what happens is it is a bit of a gray area. And YouTube does have good algorithms, but they're not perfect. And when you're seeing now our channels and people who, like say, put in a lot of work and do a lot of different things and everything, and they make almost everything themselves, and YouTube is now demonetizing them or completely removing their channel completely. Like, there is a part of me, I'd like to think I'm okay, but I'll be honest, I might say there's about 5 to 10% of me that's a little bit worried about Zigzag Production Studio. I do make a lot of videos about AI. It's been, again, 70 or 80% of my content the past year has been about AI stuff. AI generated music, how to release AI music, the controversies behind AI music, the programming, how to make AI music in Suno, which is a big AI music generator right now. I do a lot of content. I hate to say it. If I woke up one day and YouTube said, hey, just letting you know, we demonetize your channel, one, I'd be furious. But two, I wouldn't be surprised because I'm like, oh, YouTube being YouTube. And again, I'm not trying to bash YouTube here. YouTube has changed my life. You know, I've been a full-time content creator. Actually, which is kind of crazy. Maybe we'll do like a cool little video about this. I've been a full-time creator since April of 2016. So actually, literally, I'm on my 10-year exact anniversary. It's kind of funny. The first month, as a side note, when I moved to LA was April in 2016. And I said to myself, if I can make $1,000 or more, once I cracked that $1,000 barrier when it comes to YouTube or music or all the kind of stuff I was making, then I'd quit everything. I quit all my day jobs, all my typical big boy jobs, everything. In the first month I moved to LA, it happened. And that was 10 years ago. So kind of crazy that right now is my 10-year anniversary of all that happening. Kind of cool to say. But anyway, jumping back to this point in this video, for the past 10 years, as I've been a full-time YouTuber, we see this a lot in a lot of trends where YouTube will crack down on a lot of, like a big thing they crack down on, and I am going to do a video about this maybe this week or next week, is relaxing channels. For a period of time, a lot of people were just uploading videos that were just like 10-hour rain sounds, 10-hour sleep sounds, 10 hours of white noise, and they crack down on those channels like, hey, every video sounds the exact same. I mean, let's be honest, none of you are doing anything unique. And there were some creators who actually did like meditation videos, new age videos, and affirmations, very, very kind of, a lot of these genuine good videos that got caught in that crossfire and their channels got demonetized. And yeah, they were making maybe some relaxing content that was like 10 hours of white noise or brainwaves or, all these different things. But a lot of the content, though, was just genuine them talking about affirmations, meditation, new age. Even some of them were musicians making their own new age music. They got caught in that crossfire. And now you're seeing this happen. And this what gets really, really frustrating, that when YouTube starts to penalize a specific, I don't even want to use the word niche. I'm just going to use the word thing. It's probably better or more specific word, like I say, than thing. So when they start cracking down on relaxing music channels or relaxing channels, when they start cracking down on AI-generated stuff, their intention is good. Being like, hey, we don't want a bajillion videos with rain sounds. That makes sense. We don't want a bajillion videos that are just AI-generated. That makes sense. But then you see these creators, and I've seen this, vidIQ's talked about this, which I'm a huge fan of vidIQ, where we have this one creator that does like history. They're like 2-hour-long history videos, and they use AI to create all the pictures, but the voice is them. The script is them, but they just use AI to generate the images or the videos to describe what they're saying in this history lesson. And they got demonetized. Now, to me, I think that's wrong. I think, yes, okay, maybe AI made the visuals, but if you're writing the script yourself, a 2-hour-long script, which I cannot imagine how much work went into that, right? And then you're also saying it yourself. It's not like an AI saying it. To me, that's a little different than someone saying, hey, to some AI thing, maybe a 2-hour-long video about the Civil War and just make it all. Those to me are two very, very different things. Because this thing that this person did requires a ton of human involvement, creativity, craft, like blah, blah, blah. And again, this is another gray area. So I do want to say this for all the creators out there that, one, if you are using AI, just be aware of this, that if a lot of the stuff you're posting is AI generated, that is a very slippery slope. And again, I don't know what's going to happen. No one does. But with the way YouTube can be, YouTube is going to be YouTube. And the second thing is, I think even more so now, this does bring up just one of those annoying things that I think everybody knows if you've been a YouTube creator, like I mentioned, for even just a little bit, that when YouTube starts to really crack down on something, there are tons of channels that indirectly get caught in the crossfire. Like I remember, if anyone remembers this, was like 3 years ago, I think, when the whole invalid traffic bug happened. It affected me. My revenue, there are creators who left YouTube because of it. If anyone remembers this, who's been a YouTuber for a while, it was like 3 years ago, where there's a lot of creators who use, ironically, AI to get views, right? They'll be like, let me buy 1 million views. Let me buy this. They'll use bots to shim their views. We all know this. YouTube cracks down on this because it's invalid traffic. It's not real humans watching these videos. But the problem is there was this bug or glitch that appeared for like so many creators, where there were so many creators where they were saying, hey, we think actually all your traffic's invalid. And it happened to me. I remember one of my channels that was making a good amount of money, I started making like a third, like 30 or 25% of what I typically make. It happened on this channel. It actually happened on this channel. And I remember being like, WTF, because YouTube's intention was to crack down on bots, boosting views and algorithms and blah, blah, blah. But I got caught in the crossfire. All my channels did, actually, literally all of them, I think, except one. I think, ironically, it was Zigzag Production Studio. It was the only one that did not get this invalid traffic bug. All my other ones did. But this affected a lot of creators. And you see this a lot. So that's the last thing I do want to say in this video. It's kind of annoying where YouTube is definitely aware of this. They do understand the platform is not perfect. They do understand that when you start policing things, there's a lot of false positives. There's a lot of people that, we think this is AI generated, and then it's not, but this one creator gets hurt. And I think that's what's really unfortunate. And that's what you see happening right now.